Hi, Defending Yahweh. I've been watching your videos and following you on your channel a bit, and it's been pretty interesting. And I couldn't help myself but to make a video and challenge you a little bit concerning the current topic of discussion on your channel, the Should You Believe in the Trinity book. Now, before I actually get to my challenge, let me first say to you that I have to say that on a lot of levels I admire you for being willing to come on YouTube here and defend your faith. There's not too many Jehovah's Witnesses, it would seem, who are willing to do that. And let me also say that I admire you especially for at least trying to defend some of the statements that the Jehovah's Witnesses have made in this magazine, because it's not an easy thing to do. Even the internet Jehovah's Witness apologists, most of them don't want to touch this subject with a 10-foot pole, and I believe there's good reason, but let's see how you do with the challenge here. Now, my challenge is concerning page 7. However, I'm not going to dispute any of the Church Father comments. You and MCO for Help seem to be having a good discussion about that, and I'm going to leave that to you. But what I do want to talk about is the last paragraph concerning the Nicene Fathers. And it's kind of the summary statement. It's not the summary statement made by Alvin Lamson, but it's the summary statement actually made by the Watchtower writers. And here's what it says. I'm going to look at the statement really closely and see if you're willing to defend what the Watchtower says here. It says, thus, the testimony of the Bible and history make clear that the Trinity was unknown. Now, remember that. The Trinity was unknown throughout the biblical times, which would be up until the death of the last apostle, I presume. We'll call that about 100 CE. And for several centuries thereafter. Now, several centuries would be a minimum of 3 centuries. If it was 2, it would be a couple. If it was 1, it would be 1. So several has to be at least 3 centuries. So we have the biblical times, which brings us up to the year 100. We add 300 years onto that. That brings us to 400 CE. So what the Watchtower is saying in this summary paragraph is that until the year 400 CE, the Trinity was unknown. Clearly what they said in this paragraph. Okay, now here's my challenge to you. Seeing as how Theophilus and Clement and Tertullian and Hippolytus and a host of others discussed the Trinity, talked about the Trinity. Some of them even vehemently defended the Trinity during this 400 years. How do you defend the Watchtower saying the Trinity was unknown for 400 years? So, defending Yahweh, there's the challenge. Now, let me tell you that I have tried to discuss this a couple other times with Jehovah's Witnesses, and some of the answers I got back were along the lines of, well, is doesn't mean is, or century doesn't mean century, or Trinity doesn't mean Trinity, it means binity. And I hope that you can do a little bit better than some of those answers, because they were pretty lame and completely unfounded. So I look forward to your response, and be well, my friend.